second best student at Makerere. Out of 144 at the University of Florida, I was the best student. I was nominated as the Lecturer of the Year on 3 occasions consecutively at Makerere. So I'm not ordinary. And I told the Lord Mayor, I know he's great, I can say. Mr. President, going to the points I have to clarify. In the first place, the delegates conference by the Katonga group was stopped by an injunction issued by Lord Justice Nambayo. So any resolutions passed in that meeting are null and void because there was a court order stopping their delegates conference. In other words, the appointment of the leadership, which they call the interim leaders of the party, is also void ab initio, it's null and void. And the Lord Mayor, being a senior lawyer, definitely knows that. So when the media keep referring to the Lord Mayor as the president of Katonga Group, is also a very big mistake. So as we talk now, all the deliberations under that kind of leadership, elected in a meeting which had been stopped by a high court without any challenge, would definitely, whatever resolutions are not only ultra vires, but they are void ab initio. Then for the second point about Uganda Road, I want to join you, the PP, to really request the media to investigate. This morning, radio program of Radio 1, that Zaina program, they're talking about, I hear court has recognized Birigwa as the party chairman. First of all, matters to do with the parties can only be challenged or filed in the High Court. Whatever was filed in the Magistrate Court had nothing to do with administration or management of the political party called FDC. It had to do with what they refer to as private prosecution. Private prosecution is given as a right to a private individual who is not DPP to bring criminal action against any criminal, not civil action. So if you suspect a Ugandan or any other person who has committed a crime and police has not moved, or the state, for you as a private citizen, you may bring a private prosecution in a criminal court. But before that case is brought, for it not to be frivolous, then you go to court and seek for permission to bring a private prosecution. At that level, the court will not even look at the details of the case, but they look at what called a prima facie case, the ordinary issues. Do you have really a matter for court to recognize and bring a criminal action against the individual, notwithstanding the office of the DPP? So at that level, they wanted a Ugandan brought an action to challenge the purported claim by Birigwa that is the chairman. And then the court did not even look at whether they have good grounds. He said this matter has been brought without identifying yourself. You have no LC letter, and you have not even expressed why you are coming in to bring this action when it could have been brought elsewhere. So it was dismissed at that technicality. The court made no declarations as to whether Birigwa is the rightful office bearer. And that's why I have a very big problem with whoever said Birigwa is the chairperson. Otherwise, we will not be here. See, and I was challenging my student, because I also taught Lukwago. That's why I said I know whichever grades law school. So I challenged him to go and take a letter or any document at the electoral commission for him to be recognized as their chairman. We are not just claiming leadership. The proper office for you to investigate the registry is at the electoral commission, period. Or a court order overturning or throwing out the leadership. I think we really beg not to go that direction of saying who is in charge, who is not in charge. It can only be verified by going to the registry and get certified copies, and we just give way. I don't know whether I've answered those matters.
Well, I really laughed yesterday when I was watching the Morning Breeze, when Mujike in his stammering manner was questioning, the knowledge of the law of a teacher of the law. And I think I want to thank the Honorable Nsibambi for his polite demeanor, because he remained polite, was like looking at this fool, who a teacher of law teaching in the Law Development Center in the oldest university in this country, and you go on television to question his credentials, saying all sorts of things about him, and yet there are skeletons in his closet that can be proved. This one's name should actually, we, the Baganda, would call him Somba Bioma. Because whom has he not flinched of money in this country, including those he is hoobnobbing with at the party level? I can report him misappropriated a lot of money, but we forgave him. I have received complaints from 56 MPs on account of that kind of theft. This very member, we have privileged information of his active involvement in the Patriotic League of Uganda activities, led by Muhozi in the Ankole sub-region. In fact, the 2 times he has succeeded to go to parliament, he has either collaborated directly with the NRM or has come, as was recently the case in the election of 2021, come under the protection of the SFC in order to win the election. And Dr. Besigye thinks, in fact, I would like to even inform the public that Dr. Besigye knows all about this, about the involvement of Mujike with the PLU, about his association with Muhozi, the first son, about his association with the NRM. But he's prepared to turn the other way because Mujike sings his praises.